Super Microcomputer Incorporated, NASDAQ, SMCI, is grabbing headlines again, this time not just for server hardware, but for a monster surge in call options activity and a strategic $2 billion convertible note offering. Over the past week, 175,247 SMCI call contracts traded, nearly 3 times the average daily volume. That frenzy sent implied volatility rocketing by 4 percentage points to 70.71%, while a flattening call skew hints at a cautious bullish tone. Meanwhile, SMCI's share count could shrink thanks to a $2 billion convertible senior note due 2030, with up to $200 million earmarked for share repurchases. What's behind this perfect storm of options mania and capital maneuvers? How do these moves influence SMCI's 17.2 times EV/EBITDA valuation, still above pre-AI norms, yet defensible, and what should investors make of it all? Call options on fire, volume surge explained. Astonishingly, 175,247 SMCI call contracts exchanged hands in the latest session, 3 times the typical daily volume. What drives such outsized activity? Bull rush. Traders are betting SMCI's stock will climb above various strike levels before expiration, perhaps speculating on new AI hardware wins or blockbuster earnings. Gamma squeeze potential. Market makers selling calls often hedge by buying shares, creating a feedback loop: more calls, more shares bought, higher stock price, more hedging. Event speculation. The convertible note pricing, backlog updates, and rumored hyperscaler deals can trigger aggressive directional trades. Why it's important? When call volume spikes like this, it's a signal flare, smart money making concentrated bets. Retail traders see the action and jump in, amplifying the move. It's like a flash mob of optimism invading the trading floor. Implied volatility spikes. What traders are pricing in? That options frenzy has driven implied volatility, up 4 percentage points to a lofty 70.71%. Represents the market's forecast of future stock swings, high 4, options get pricier, reflecting expectations of big move, good or bad. Volatility smile. Wide spreads between out-of-the-money calls and puts show traders are bracing for a fireworks display. Cost of entry. Bulls pay a premium for calls now, but also signal confidence that SMCI will justify the cost through price leaps. Think of 4 as a weather forecast, a 70% chance of a storm. Storm chasers, option buyers, suit up, expecting winds and lightning. Meanwhile, others hold tight, waiting for the skies to clear before venturing out. Call skew flattening, a subtle bullish signal. Remarkably, SMCI's post-call skew has flattened, meaning out-of-the-money calls and puts now price similar skew-adjusted volatilities. Traditionally, steep call skew, calls cost less than puts, reflecting bearish bias, more demand to hedge with puts. Flattening indicates growing demand for calls relative to puts, markets tipping toward modestly bullish expectations. This nuance suggests traders aren't just buying calls for a quick pop, they believe in an upward drift, not a massive one-off gap. It's like hikers choosing a gentle uphill trail rather than a brutal cliff climb, bullish, but measured. By the way, if you are benefiting from the content so far and want more like this, like the video, it means much to me, or hit the subscribe button and comment the word more. Just go ahead and type the word more so I know. Now that you have commented, let's continue. Valuation check. 17.2 times isn't cheap, but it's not crazy. SMCI's current EV/EBITDA sits around 17.2 times, above pre-AI hardware norms, 12-14 times, but well below pure AI peers trading at 25 times plus. Pros. Reflects SMCI's robust growth, high-margin AI and edge offerings, and strong backlog. Cons. Leaves limited margin for error if growth slows or margins compress. If legacy server stocks were sedans at sticker price, SMCI is a fully loaded sports car at a modest premium. Still, you don't pay supercar money, just enough to feel the horsepower. Convertible notes offering. the $2 billion question. In recent news, SMCI priced $2 billion of convertible senior notes due 2030. Key details: size and maturity, $2 billion principal, 7-year maturity, interest rate around 0.625%, extremely low-cost debt. Optional conversion: holders can convert notes into SMCI shares at a predetermined rate if the stock exceeds a trigger price. Why do a convertible deal now? Cheap capital, locking in sub-1% funding in a rising rate environment. Equity upside: if the stock rallies above the conversion price, SMCI effectively raises capital at a higher valuation. Balance sheet flexibility: funds can be deployed across buybacks, capped calls, or strategic investments without immediate dilution. Use of proceeds: buybacks, capped calls and more. SMCI plans to deploy roughly $1.96 billion of net proceeds, $158.4 million for capped call transactions, a derivative buy to offset potential dilution from convertible conversions. Think of it as an insurance policy on future share count. $200 million for share repurchases, 4.9 million shares. Immediate demand for shares supports the stock and reduces float, magnifying EPS growth if profits rise. Remaining proceeds: expansion capex, new fabs, R&D labs for next-gen AI hardware. Strategic acquisitions: potential bolt-on of niche ASIC or cooling tech firms. Working capital and general corporate needs. Why it matters: a $200 million buyback alone is enough to lift SMCI by 1 to 2% if executed promptly. Combined with the capped calls and strategic reinvestment, this capital raise could be a force multiplier for shareholder returns. How this could supercharge SMCI. When options bulls, cheap convertible financing, and buybacks converge, short-term pop, share count reduction plus buyback-fueled demand could lift SMCI into a self-reinforcing loop. Higher price drives more buybacks, which drives the price higher. Long-term growth: funds for R&D and acquisitions can accelerate new product lines, liquid-cooled AI racks, edge microservers, specialized HPC clusters, driving future revenue. Volatility control: capped calls tame dilution risk, keeping EPS and margin forecasts intact. Picture SMCI as a coiled spring. The convertible note is the release pin that lets it jump higher, while buybacks remove weight from the other end, resulting in a powerful launch that could symbolically rise SMCI to 1000X, meaning many times. From data center to trading floor. The AI Zoo. SMCI's latest GPU clusters power an AI that monitors animal welfare at safari parks. When lions wander off, rangers get real-time GPS nudges. The convertible proceeds help fund the expansion to pangolins next. Factory of the future: a car plant deploys SMCI's edge servers on every assembly line. Robots guided by real-time ML vision never miss a weld. Extra capital from notes funds R&D for next-gen thermal management, preventing midsummer shutdowns. Trading floor sizzle: SMCI bulls on the pit floor snap up $50 strike calls, betting the convertible funded buyback will lift shares beyond resistance. As for spikes, market makers scramble to buy stock hedges, piling fuel on the rally. These examples weave SMCI's capital and market dynamics into real-world narratives we can visualize. Do you know which other announcement is crucial? He that believeth on the Son hath everlasting life, and he that believeth not the Son shall not see life, but the wrath of God abideth on him. John 3 verse 36. This is a big opportunity to believe God and in His Son. Fear God, and give glory to Him, for the hour of His judgment is come, and worship Him that made heaven, and earth, and the sea, and the fountains of waters. Revelation 14 verse 7. I appeal to you to fear God and obey His law. For His commandments are sure and His word everlasting. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged. Want more information? Please check the description section. That's the end for now. If you have watched until the end, drop a comment like this: I stayed until the end. Just comment that I stayed until the end. When I see this comment, I will give you a heart. 3 more favors I request from you. First, like this video, subscribe and then turn on the notifications bell. If you do this, you greatly encourage me to continue bringing to you insightful information. Do not miss out on our future videos full of insight. All I am asking is your subscription. Thanks for joining us today. Your support means so much to us. Do not hesitate to share this video to help someone who may benefit. I recommend that you watch the next video, subscribe to the channel and share your thoughts about today's video. Wish you God's blessings and care. Wait, watch and pray. See you in the next video according to God's will.